Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are checking out probably one of the hypest overdrives at the moment, the Greer amps Lightspeed Organic Overdrive. This has kind of blown everybody who's used it away, and it's kind of blown me away as well. It's pretty much the perfect overdrive for me. It sounds amazing. I'm going to be using a lot of those annoying guitar words, but basically this is a transparent overdrive. This sounds like your amp, but one more. Controls, we have loudness, which is kind of like a volume, then we have drive, and we have frequency, so it's kind of like a tone knob, but it's really powerful. The slightest move of that, you can get some really quite drastically different tones. What I like about this pedal is also the interaction between the loudness knob and the drive knob. The loudness knob itself is a volume knob, but cranking it, turning the drive down, you're still going to get a different flavour of drive out of this pedal. It's quite a simple pedal, sounds amazing. Ask anybody who's tried this pedal and they're going to tell you that it's amazing and you should buy one. The breakup on it, you know, that it's a really interesting kind of overdrive clipping sound to it. It's kind of got this kind of gritty breakup to it, but it's not harsh, it's not aggressive, but it does have kind of this gritty quality to it, and it kind of reminds me of Fender amps when they break up, and it kind of sounds a bit gritty, it sounds a bit, anyway, but it's still super transparent. If you put this into a Marshall, for example, it would sound killer. Just boost in the front end and it would just sound killer. I use it in front of my Victory, of course, and it just gives me my Victory but one more, and that's such a useful tone to have. Built really nicely, it's kind of a unique design. It's kind of got this kind of raw aluminium enclosure, and then it's kind of got a top plate, which I really like. Kind of gives it kind of like a 2 levels on the top. It looks really cool. I really like the knobs as well. You don't see those on a lot of pedals. They're kind of unique, really cool. Made in the USA. High quality input jacks, DC jack. I'm really enjoying this pedal, and you should go check it out. Let's get some tones. I'll be playing the Telecaster today as a bit of a change. I'm kind of falling back in love with the Telecaster, and it sounds great with this pedal. Into the Victory. Let's get some rocking tones. Cheers guys. Here's the clean sound. The Greer Lightspeed with everything at 12 o'clock. I'm going to boost the loudness a little bit just so we can hear what it's doing there. So as you can hear, that's pretty much truly, I mean, I hate to say transparent because it is changing the sound, it's giving it more gain, but frequency wise that's a super transparent, and it feels amazing under the fingers. You know, I think that's one of the main things that people say about this pedal is how great it feels. So I'm going to jump the loudness up a bit and the gain down, just so you can hear what I meant earlier on about how the loudness is almost like another gain control. So you can also hear there how dynamic it is. I hit it hard with the neck pickup, with the bridge pickup. Or I hit softly, or even use my fingers, and it just goes. I mean, that's a great tone. It's spiky. I really like it, that spiky, but I think that probably it might be too spiky for other people. So, frequency knob, let's turn that down a little bit. Now this is a really, really powerful control. So it really mellows up a lot. I think the sweet spot is at 12 o'clock, but let's jump it up a little bit. This is going to be pretty piercing, especially with a Telecaster, but let's give it a go. So there you go. I mean, usually I leave it at 12 o'clock, but if I feel like I'm losing a little something, or maybe I'm using a darker guitar like my Music Man, I will jump the treble up, but not past 1 o'clock usually. Right, so let's swap the loudness and gain controls. Let's jump the gain up, and let's bring the volume back down. So. Similar amount of gain to having the loudness up, but it's just a different type of gain. You get a different kind of breakup. As you can hear, it's that kind of gritty breakup I was trying to describe earlier. It's kind of gritty, but it's not at all unpleasant. Let's go on the drive. It is advertised as a low gain overdrive, so there's a bit of gain in here, but it's not, you know, it's not heavy, or it's not even a medium gain overdrive in my opinion, but there's some gain. It's not high gain, but it's aggressive enough that you can play those big rock songs, and that would just sound killer. If you know, if you were the second guitarist in a band and your other guy was taking care of the grunt, you know, all the high gain stuff, that would just help you cut through. You know, keep the gain down. And what people say about keeping the gain down for rock sounds is true. Don't be afraid to use less gain. That's such a good tone, and it pairs really well with a Telecaster. I mean, it's spiky, but it's spiky in a good way, in my opinion. If it's too spiky for you, turn the frequency knob down. But to be honest with you, it's so transparent, it'll sound different no matter what amp you play it through. And there's so much headroom with there. There's a lot of headroom on board as well. All the good things that people say about this pedal are completely true. It's really I found a staple on my board. You know, I can't see this getting shoved off by any pedal anytime soon. It really does sound superb. It really is just a pedal that fits into your rig. So there we have it. There we have it. The Greer amps Lightspeed. I really recommend you go check out this pedal. I say that after every video, but I really mean it with this one. Super cool, and they do a few different colours as well, which is cool, but this is just the stock colours. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.